The film opens in the middle of the ocean, where a helicopter and 3 motorboats reach the crash site of a NASA capsule. The rescue team pulls out astronaut Sam and rushes her to the hospital. When she wakes up, she feels dizzy and sees a pen floating in midair, but moments later it's back on the tray. Doctors call it an anti-gravity hallucination. Her hand is swollen but not broken, likely from impact during landing. When asked what happened, Sam says everything was normal until she collided with something and blacked out. Doctors reveal that something pierced the capsule and cracked her helmet, possibly meteorite debris, and her suit is being analyzed. Later, her husband Mark and daughter Izzy visit, but due to quarantine, they can only talk through glass. Her father William arrives too, explaining that NASA and the Pentagon are investigating the crash after detecting strange frequencies during re-entry that are still being decoded. The government relocates Sam to a secluded recovery house to keep her away from the media. During a brief reunion with her family, she promises her daughter Izzy she'll return soon. Dr. Michelle welcomes her to the facility, once a weapon testing site, now for diplomats. While looking through a telescope, Sam hears a sharp ringing and experiences strange, unfamiliar visions. Michelle assures her that nosebleeds, pain, and hallucinations are normal side effects. Later, Sam discovers a fungus-like mark under her bandage and suffers a nosebleed. While video chatting with her friend Val, she suddenly freezes, sensing movement outside. Moments later, lights flicker, and a loud crash echoes from another room. The back door stands open, and muddy water stains the floor. Peering into the woods through the telescope, she spots something moving in the darkness. Grabbing a flashlight, Sam steps into the forest. The same piercing sound returns, and memories of glowing figures appear, walking through what looks like a crash site. The next morning, when Sam wakes up, she realizes the bandage on her hand is gone, and the strange mark is slowly spreading. Later, while making breakfast, she notices something odd. An egg is floating above the counter. When she touches it, it wobbles slightly, and as soon as she lets go, it begins to float again. But the moment the medical team arrives, the egg falls and breaks on the counter. The rest of the morning is spent running multiple medical tests on her. During exercise, she suddenly feels pain in her foot, but insists it's just a cramp. After all the tests, she lies down with an ice pack. Michelle apologizes for the strict testing procedures, explaining that the data is essential for NASA's research. When she asks if Sam has noticed any new symptoms, Sam lies and says everything is fine. After the team leaves, Sam calls Mark and tells him that once she recovers, she wants to go on a family trip. But Mark disagrees, saying it's not a good idea because after the divorce, seeing them together might upset Izzy. Sad, Sam says she's trying to make sense of everything, but Mark reminds her that he almost lost her, first to training, then to the mission. Sam insists that both of them mean everything to her, and that she wants to give Izzy the family she herself never had. It's then revealed that Izzy is their adopted daughter, since Sam and Mark couldn't have children of their own. Mark admits that even after all this, they never found the peace they were hoping for. Just then, Izzy interrupts their conversation to show her drawing, a picture of their family with a few space figures. After that, Sam heads into the woods to get some fresh air. As soon as she arrives, that same painful sound echoes through her mind again. She clutches her head as blurry visions of a search team appear in her mind, people walking around a crash site. When the sound stops, Sam looks down and notices a cable hidden beneath the leaves. She follows it and finds a rock emitting a faint light. Picking it up, she realizes it's fake. There's a camera hidden beneath it. Alarmed, she searches further and discovers another cable leading to a second hidden camera. On her way back, her foot gets caught in a tree root, and she falls hard to the ground. When Sam regains consciousness, she finds herself lying in bed. Her head is throbbing with pain, and when she touches her hair, she sees blood on her hand. Suddenly, a man enters the room, explaining that they found her injured outside the woods and brought her back. When Sam asks who he is, it turns out to be her father, William. He says he sent a search team after finding the house empty and scolds her for not resting. When Sam mentions the cameras, William admits he didn't tell NASA every detail about the house. Then he takes her downstairs, moves some furniture aside, and reveals a hidden section, a safe house. Together they descend the stairway, as William explains that this place was built for people who needed to disappear for a while. Finally, they reach a large underground facility with separate living quarters. At the back, there's a central system room powered by its own energy source. William turns on the computer and shows Sam the dozens of security cameras surrounding the property. He explains that in case of an emergency, the entire building can seal itself off in 3 reinforced layers. The defense system is fully operational. After they leave, Sam looks at her hand. The mark has now spread up her arm. Nervously, she snaps a photo and sends it to Val, then takes her medicine. Val replies that she should just keep ice on it. It's probably nothing serious. As evening falls, Sam goes to relax in the jacuzzi. The wind is strong. Then suddenly everything goes completely still for a moment. The whole estate is silent. Then a strange sound comes from the woods. Seconds later, everything returns to normal. Troubled, Sam goes back inside and calls Mark, but the call goes straight to voicemail. The lights in the house begin to flicker. She grabs a flashlight and walks to the balcony but sees nothing in the sky or on the grounds. When she turns back, the lights cut out, and at the door, she glimpses a strange creature. Her heart races, but when she looks again, the creature is gone. Braving it, Sam opens the door and checks with her flashlight but finds nothing, so she quickly locks the door and turns the security alarm on. Moments later, the entire house is bathed in red light. As she moves toward the bedroom, the house AI announces, "Security breach detected. Lockdown initiated." Metal panels immediately rise and seal all the doors and windows. Sam realizes she is completely trapped inside. She tries to call, but the network is dead. Then that same piercing scream-like sound fills her ears. She feels a faint movement behind her. When she turns around, there's nothing there. Then a terrifying growl echoes from the next room. Panicking, Sam rushes downstairs, and suddenly, the creature darts past her like a flash of lightning. She runs to the power panel and slams every switch she can find, but nothing responds. Every exit is sealed. And now Sam is trapped inside the lockdown with that thing. The doorknob of the nearby room begins to rattle violently, but the moment Sam shines her flashlight on it, the movement stops. She hesitates for a second, then gathers her courage, opens the door, and steps out. The lights flicker again, and a plant by the window shakes violently. Startled, Sam drops her flashlight, picks it up quickly, and screams as a horrific hand slaps against the glass. She bolts for the stairs, opens the hidden entrance, and rushes down into the bunker to check the security cameras. At first, the monitors show nothing, but when she flips the correct switch, an image flickers into view outside. On the grass, the monstrous creature crouches, staring at the house. Then, the creature vanishes. Suddenly, Sam jolts awake. Her phone is ringing, and she realizes she fell asleep at the computer desk. She rushes upstairs and finds William there with his team. Sam tells him there's something wrong with the generator. William confirms they detected several blackouts and instructs his team to investigate. When Sam insists that something got inside the house, William says he'll review the security footage himself. After that, the tests begin. Michelle examines the marks on Sam's hand and says they don't look normal, so she'll schedule an X-ray appointment. A little later, Mark and Izzy come to visit Sam. While William is busy with his team, Sam and Mark take a walk into the woods to talk privately. Sam tells him she's seen a creature that doesn't seem to belong to this world and wonders if maybe, when she returned, something alien came back with her, since her mission was to broadcast signals into space. Mark is about to respond when Izzy suddenly appears and interrupts their conversation. Later, William and Sam check the security cameras together. At the time Sam claims to have seen the creature, the cameras were glitching, and no creature appears in the footage. William suggests that she's probably hallucinating because of stress and advises her to rest. After he leaves, Sam runs a scan of the house on the computer. The system detects 9 people inside, matching the exact number of her family members and William's team. A little later, Izzy and her parents go for a walk in the woods. Izzy runs off to play while Mark and Sam talk when suddenly they hear a strange sound and realize Izzy has disappeared. Panicking, they start searching for her until she suddenly reappears, holding a dead insect in her hand. Then, all the bugs and mosquitoes in the forest start screeching, and one insect flies so fast that it crashes into a tree and falls. Frightened, the family runs back home. As soon as they step inside, the noise grows louder, and thousands of insects slam against the windows. After a few tense moments, everything goes silent, and when they look, they see the windows covered with the lifeless bodies of dead insects. Later, a cleaning team arrives to clear everything up. A NASA officer suggests it might have been some kind of environmental issue. Mark leaves with Izzy, promising to return that night. Soon after, Sam feels pain in her foot. When she takes off her shoe, her toe is covered in blood. With a sharp pain, her toenail comes off. She bandages her foot and presses ice on her hand. Just then, the lights begin flickering again. Frightened, Sam blocks the back door and searches online for weird bug incidents. She finds an article claiming that geomagnetic disturbances and UFO abductions might be connected, showing photos of people with the same marks on their bodies as the ones on her hand. Suddenly, she feels a burning sensation on her back and sees that the same mark has appeared on her shoulder blade. The lights blink again. Sam activates the alarm and rushes downstairs. At that moment, Mark calls, but the line crackles with strange static. Unsettling noises echo through the house, and Sam senses someone or something is inside. The next moment, a sharp pain shoots through her back, and she tumbles down the stairs. When she touches her lower back, her hand comes away coated in a sticky, gelatin-like substance. Sam's phone is shattered when she hears noises coming from upstairs. She runs to the computer room and checks the security cameras, but nothing appears on the screens. When she initiates a full scan, the system detects an unknown presence. Suddenly, the screens glitch, revealing a horrifying creature. Panicking, Sam shuts the system down, but it reboots on its own, this time detecting 2 additional life forms. In terror, she presses random buttons and accidentally activates the smoke defense system. She hides behind the kitchen counter. In the oven's glass, she sees the reflection of a monster. One creature moves away, but another enters the house. Sam stays crouched until they both leave, then runs to the bathroom and blocks the door with furniture. Her injured hand throbs. When she unwraps the bandage, she finds a slimy, glistening layer covering her skin. A heavy thud hits the door. Sam hides inside the shower. When the creature breaks in, she tears open a vent and crawls inside the narrow space. Moving through the tight walls, she reaches a small panel. Outside, Mark and Izzy arrive and see that the house is in lockdown. Mark tries to call, but there's no signal. Izzy runs toward a strange, glowing light, and Mark chases after her. Inside, Sam crawls through the vent and reaches the stairway, but one of the monsters grabs her leg. She kicks violently and manages to break free, crawling into another narrow passage, the marks on her arm now glowing brightly. Finally, she climbs a ladder and escapes through a hatch into the forest. Running between the trees, her body begins to shine more intensely with every step. The eerie sounds grow louder, echoing all around her. Meanwhile, William arrives with an armed team, telling them the creatures appear to be far more intelligent than humans. The team begins searching as William examines the wrecked parts of the bunker. In the woods, Sam collapses, screaming through her tears as the creatures surround her. One of them gently lifts her face, looks into her eyes, and begins speaking in its strange, otherworldly language. Shockingly, Sam can understand them. The alien says softly, "We missed you," its voice gentle, filled with sorrow. Sam stares in disbelief and whispers, "Who are you?" The creature gives a faint, almost human smile and replies, "Your family." Then it presses its forehead against hers, and in that instant, everything comes flooding back. Memories crash through her mind, a ship falling from the sky, flashes of light, and the same faces she'd been seeing in her dreams. The truth hits her. She isn't human at all, but one of them, an alien who lost her memory after her family's crash on Earth. William's team quickly surrounds the area, trying to capture the aliens. The creatures dissolve into the fog, their luminous bodies fading into the mist. In the chaos, Sam becomes separated from them. Wounded and terrified, she activates a small alien device that cloaks her in human form. Sometime later, William finds her, and she appears to be a lost little girl. He takes her in, raises her as his own, and hides her secret. Sam's memory had been completely wiped, while her alien family kept searching for her for years, knowing her disguise would eventually fade. When they pierced her space capsule, their only intent had been to wake her up and bring her home. Now, everything has changed. In the present, Mark and Izzy find Sam surrounded by glowing aliens deep in the forest. Just then, William appears with his armed soldiers, revealing that he had known the truth all along. He confesses that he made Sam an astronaut and sent her on the mission specifically to draw the aliens out. His real goal was to deliver them to the government. He demands that Sam convince her kind to surrender, but she refuses and stands protectively in front of her daughter. William raises his weapon, but Mark lunges at him, tackling him to the ground. In that moment, Sam's disguise collapses. Izzy freezes in horror as her mother's body slowly begins to transform. Her true form emerges, radiant and otherworldly. Her skin glows like liquid light, her eyes shimmering with cosmic brilliance. The soldiers raise their guns, advancing. Sam reassures her gently, promising no harm will come to her. Mark shouts for Sam to run. Izzy, crying, reaches out her hand, and Sam gently touches it with her luminous wing-like palm. Then she turns toward her alien family and joins them. As the soldiers rush into the clearing, the entire sky erupts in blinding light. The aliens ascend into their ship, and within seconds, it streaks into the sky, a beam of light vanishing into the stars, bringing the film to its haunting, breathtaking end.
So, dear viewers, how did you like this recap? Do let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting updates. Thank you.